Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking, and today I am doing something a little bit different, kind of like a very raw video. I'm very sick today, so I went home early from work. You can probably hear it still. I did come home early from work because I am not feeling the best. But I was watching some YouTube, and I just wanted to get on here and kind of talk about some things, how I feel about some things, and it's definitely not going to be something that people agree with. It will probably be quite the opposite. I'm sure a lot of people will not agree with me, and that's fine because it's my opinion. It's just me observing from the outside perspective. Now, I feel like something like this is really important because I see it trending, and as a consumer, I feel like it is really important to talk about something like this because it is becoming more... It's becoming something that is happening more and more, and it kind of sucks from a consumer standpoint. It kind of sucks from someone who just wants an honest, raw answer about something, and I'm not getting it. So those who may be confused, let me explain. So I was watching a video from somebody. I don't remember her name. I am subscribed to her, however, which is interesting. But she did a review on a collab palette with Kathleen Lights and Morphe. She did this video, and overall she was reviewing the palette, and she honestly had very positive things to say, and she, you know, did make me want to get the palette because she was very raw, she was very honest, and I appreciate that. And overall she said something along the lines of where there was 4 colors or 4 shades that didn't work out for her. They just weren't for her, and that's fine. So with that being said, sorry, I'm filming on my phone, so it's a little bit different. With that being said, it's important to note that she did have to come out with a follow-up video in regards to what she said in her review. And I think that is some of the dumbest bullshit that I think I've ever seen or have ever heard someone be forced to do because of a difference of opinion, or because there was a very strong fan base behind the collaboration. I completely understand not agreeing with somebody, but you know what? You cannot agree with somebody and keep your damn mouth shut. I don't understand why someone feels the need to attack somebody to the point where they have to disable comments and then make a follow-up video in regards to their opinion. Excuse me, what? And that all boils down to what I believe the Morphe brand to be, because anytime that I've seen reviews of it, the people are usually endorsed by Morphe, or they're affiliated with Morphe, or they kiss Morphe's ass because they send them free products, whatever it may be, or they send them money. And honestly, to me, that seems so shady that is one of the main reasons why I don't want to buy Morphe, because it seems like such a shady company that is backpacking or piggybacking off of YouTubers and giving them money because they know that they have a strong fan base. Now, whether it be someone that has 100,000 subscribers anywhere to, you know, a few million or whatever, that entire fan base is more customers in Morphe's eyes. So they're like, hey, yeah, let's give you an affiliate code, and then we'll give you some kickback for whatever you bring into us. And that's terrible, honestly. Because then you have YouTubers who are not accurately reviewing products correctly. And I can't say if that goes for other companies. It's just the one that I've seen it the most with is Morphe. So as a consumer, as someone who is subscribed to all these people who are constantly talking about Morphe and blah, 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 to me, it just sounds like bullshit. It just sounds like, play me the song of your bullshittery, because that is all I'm hearing right now. And it's the most obnoxious thing to have to sit through and just hear people constantly go off about this brand that I don't care for. Now, I bring it back because, like I said, I had been on the fence about buying Morphe products because it is so talked about. And it's like, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and say that, well, you know, $15 isn't that bad, so why not just take the dive, or $30 isn't that bad, so just get a palette and try it out for yourself. Oh, sorry, I'm sick. Anyway, so well, you know, why not just try it out for myself? But then that goes into me being one of those people where it's like, well, if I don't like it, then they got my money anyway. Or if I do like it, then it's me giving them more business in a way. And granted, I don't have any kind of, like, you know, subscriber base to be worried about sending people over there, but it doesn't matter, because no matter how many people view this video, whether it be 10, 20, 50, 100, however many, you know, that's my ass on the line, you know, because Morphe is a very hot brand right now. And if I were to send people their way, I would feel like I'd be sending them kind of into the arms of a fake friend, if I can say something like that. It's like, they tell you what you want to hear, you know, they give you a little bit here and there, and then they try to hook you on for life, and then later they just end up using you for money, which ultimately is kind of the case. So it's just, I know I have no grounds to stand on, and I know I don't really have an opinion to have, but it's just one of the reasons that's keeping me from buying their products. It's just, as an outsider seeing all it, it's like, you guys are kind of running a shit show, and I don't want to be part of it. Like, I don't want anything to do with your brushes. Like, you are a social media started company. Like, you are very, very new to this entire business, and you're feeding off of YouTubers. And I think that sucks. You know, it sucks for the subscribers. It sucks for the, you know, ultimate viewers of YouTube. It probably honestly sucks for the YouTubers themselves as creators, who feel like they're constantly having to have Morphe shoved down their throat and have to regurgitate this sales pitch. You know, as a content creator or as a makeup artist, I could not imagine how shitty that must feel, where you have to, like, kind of upsell something that you might not even like yourself, you know. And I know something like that happened with the Nikkie Tutorials palette. That one did have a lot of controversy around it as well, but that is a little bit different in the ways that Morphe is. See, with collab palettes, I feel like ultimately when a big company is doing a collab palette with a YouTuber or whoever, it's a very shaky rock to stand on, because then you end up where the company themselves are not putting their all into this product. They're going to make it cheap, and then they're going to try and get the most money out of it. That's just how business works. So I feel like what happened with the Nikkie Tutorials palette is a little bit different in the ways of Morphe, because Morphe has their stand products just as they are, and maybe because YouTube is the one that is creating their brand to be bigger and be this, you know, top tier brand that at affordable prices, I feel like that's the reason why their products are going to be the same throughout, roughly, because when they do a collab palette, they know that they're going to get sales regardless, so the quality will probably stay the same with the other ones. So going into the Nikkie Tutorials palette, what happened with that one was Too Faced did the collaboration palette with Nikkie Tutorials. It was a $56 palette. You've already seen my video on it. I wanted to do a redo of that video for this reason, and I understand better now what happened. So when the palette came out, Nikkie didn't do live swatches of the palette for her palette. Wait, she didn't do live swatches of the palette. Let's just leave it at that. So when people actually got the palette and they started using it, they were expecting the Too Faced quality, but they probably got something a lot lower So they didn't get the quality that they were expecting. They got very patchy, very hard to work with colors. It wasn't up to par. There was a lot of fallout. So just this big kind of scandal, and I say scandal loosely, but it's because I don't think she had anything to do with it. I really don't. So when it comes down to it, what we got was not what we were expecting as consumers. So when I used it and I did my initial review of it, you have to remember that at the time that was the third palette that I've ever gotten. And I hadn't dabbled a lot into it. So when it came out patchy and when I had a really hard time blending it, I ultimately just chalked it up to me being inexperienced. So it's like, well, you know what? It is very smooth and, you know, not as buttery as some of my other palettes, but you know, it works, so it's fine, it's whatever, you know, I can make it work. But now in retrospect, knowing that it wasn't just me or my inability to do makeup, it was legitimately something that wasn't a good quality product. So that made me feel a lot better in my own abilities, but then it also kind of put this question, it's like, well, why did we get a subpar palette when we were promised something a lot better? So that was kind of one of the big questions of the day. But I think that's Too Faced's fault. I don't think that that's Nikki's fault, and she kind of had to work with what she had, and at the time she had a shitty palette that she knew was shitty, but it had her name on it, so she had to represent it the best that she could. So I don't want to give her flack for that, but I get it, you know. If my name were on something and I already knew that people were excited about it and that they were already planning to buy it, then at the time you got to do what you got to do, you know, to make your sale, because at that point the damage is already done and there's nothing you can do about it. So I get it. Now going back to Morphe, I have no desire to buy Morphe. I don't want to buy their brushes. I don't want to buy their makeup. I don't care to buy anything, because once again, I can get better quality makeup from other places at the same price ranges. So if you want, like, so far what I found is in ColourPop, it's in BH Cosmetics, and I would like to try to find more affordable brands like that for you guys. That way I can give you my honest, unfiltered reviews about things once I get to try them out, once I get to use them. So we can be honest and just have honest times with each other. And that goes for anything. That goes for makeup, that goes for, you know, my yummy nummies. Those things are awful. They suck. But I want to stand on the grounds of being 100% honest with you and not here to sell you a product. I'm here to give you guidance and to be your guinea pig. So if, you know, if you want something, or if you have questions about something, or if you really want to try something, ask me. Like, I'll guinea pig it out for you, you know, and I'll give you my honest 100% thoughts, because I feel like that's what the creators were originally trying to do in makeup reviews, but then they got caught in this whirlwind of trying to be money hungry and to just, you know, get more money, get more views, get more, you know, affiliate codes in, and it just became a whole clusterfuck. And it's setting the tone for the makeup community right now, because, you know, while YouTubers are getting bigger into the makeup scene, it's gonna do them a slight decline if they don't watch themselves, because then we're going to be watching nothing but 19-minute advertisers telling us how great something is when really it's not. And then you have scandals, and then you have gossip channels, and that's where this whole mess comes in. So they need to watch their backs, you know. And for someone that only has 12 subscribers, like, I'm nobody. I'm like barely a speck in the road that is a mile away from where they're standing, if that makes any sense. Like, I am literally nobody, and that's fine. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm going to be real and honest about what I see as an observer and as a, you know, consumer about these particular products. Anyway, I think I rambled on long enough, so I just wanted to get my opinion out there, because this whole Morphe thing is just, it is so frustrating, and I'm so tired of seeing Morphe plastered all over the place when I feel like they don't have any ground to stand on other than the backs of YouTubers and Instagrammers. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's fake shit, and I don't want to buy into it. So, other than that, let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it, and let's just be real with each other. You know, let's just do this. Let's talk and get our opinions out there and say what we have to say and get our frustrations out, because I know I'm not the only one. All right. So just leave that comment below. Let's talk. And then if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe, become part of the pirate family. That would really help me out a lot. But mostly just to spread, you know, more pirates into this dark, dank world of beauty and Morphe that we have right now. All right. I love you guys. Bye.